Well, since the last time we filmed, about a month has gone by and we're at the beginning of a Canadian winter. We had almost a foot of snow here a week ago, believe it or not. And now we're in a bit of a warming trend. So it's allowed us to go back and work on the roof. You can see behind me the torch-on roofers are working, trying to complete the roof. Our plumbing is in, our electrical, our rough framing is complete. Windows and doors are in, and we're getting ready to insulate and move ahead with the project. This whole project, yes, some of the products that we're using are green, but the thing is we're saving an entire home from going to the landfill, being knocked down and a new home being built. And I really would like to see more renovations and less of just the slash and burn type of construction we've seen in the past, where we go in and we're knocking down homes and putting up new structures, and everything we're knocking down is going into containers and going to the landfill. In this instance, the amount of material we've taken out was just when we skimmed off the roof, not much else. Other than that, most of the framing material, if we have a 10-foot 2x4, we cut off a bit, we use the smaller piece, we keep going till very little comes off the site. So what we're using a lot on this product is oriented strand board, or OSB. The floor system uses oriented strand board as its main webs. Oriented strand board is a byproduct of lumber manufacturing. It's actually hardwood lumber that's sort of cuttings, let's say, from producing hardwood that would be used elsewhere. So they take these products, they mix them with resins, and they make products like our floor system, our silent floor system, our oriented strand board sheeting that you see behind me, the chip board as people would call it. So we're not cutting down a lot of old growth trees to do this project. We're using things that are almost left over and great Canadian products that we're trying to utilize as much as possible. There's been a few challenges, as there are with all renovations. I have 30 years of experience in construction, running construction projects, so I'm here every day. The carpenters are working with me hand in hand. When they opened up things, they find things, they're like, Dave, what do we do with this? And I explain to them and I help guide them through it. There's been a lot of challenges, things that we've uncovered once we opened it up because of the time period of the home when it was built. We have had a structural engineer come in and do a review, and he's made some recommendations which we followed. So this is not something you want to enter in lightly. This is a lot of weight we're adding to the top of this home, another floor. So we're making sure that this home can support the weight, and in most cases it can. Most one-story buildings are built in such a way that they can be stacked, and you can add an extra floor. What will be coming up right away is we'll be insulating. We're going to be putting a exterior wrap on the building. Either we will do tar paper, mesh, and stucco. Normally that's what we would be doing here, but because of the onset of the Canadian winter, we may have to just put a home wrap on it and wait for the warm weather in March, because we won't have the temperatures for the stucco to cure properly. So we may have to just weatherproof the building and then wait through to the winter. So we will be working on the inside, we will be insulating, we'll be drywalling, finishing doors, cabinets, flooring, all those kinds of things will continue right through the winter, completing the inside, and then we may have to wait to the spring to do the final outside coating of stucco and that kind of thing. I guess one thing that should be mentioned at this point in time is that the people that own this home are living in it while we are doing this. There has been a minimal interruption in their plumbing and their heat and their electrical. As you can see, we've moved their electrical service to the high mast on the left from where it was located before, which is the center of the building. We still have to move the tel and the cable line over, but that only happened yesterday. So now they're all moving, they'll all be up at the high point, and they won't be in such a dangerous location in the center of the house. But the people have lived through this, through the whole experience, and even though for a long time all that separated us was a piece of half-inch drywall in their ceiling, there was no damage done, there was no water ingress in the building. We had it tarped properly and covered, so no leakage, no anything like that, and they're rather amazed the way they've just been able to live their lives, be in their kitchen, and watch things evolve around them. So it's not necessary always to vacate your home when you're doing a major renovation, depending what it is. If it's an addition, you can sometimes stay there. So this is what a real construction site is like. Unlike what you normally see on TV where everything's done within commercials in a half an hour, this is a month's worth of work. Today we have roofers here, we have plumbers, carpenters, all working on the building in different spots. And I'm not going to stop them from working just so we can video like they would on a TV show. They're just going to keep doing things. So if you see somebody walk by here carrying a 2x4, that's what's going on. So where we're standing right now, this is the kitchen. area of the house. You can see we've managed to utilize a 10-foot ceiling. From the road, it gives the home sort of height in the center like it would if you had a peaked roof, and it draws your eye up. So it also gives us a feeling of much more space in this area because we don't have that much space. We're only about 700 square feet, and what we're doing here, we've got 2 bedrooms, a living room, 2 bathrooms, and a kitchen. So they have a front deck, which will be used to grow plants and vegetables and such, and a rear deck, which will be, you know, to entertain, have a barbecue, that kind of a thing. So there'll be a completely self-contained suite for the people living here. They're torching on. It sounds like they're going to set the place on fire while I'm talking here, but that might add some excitement to the video. Anyhow, you start seeing smoke. So we're just about ready for electrical inspection. Electricians are just wrapping up today. Framing's just about ready. So this is where we call a house is at lockup. Doors and windows are in, roof's on, sheeting's done, and we are ready to basically lock the home up. So when you come back again, we'll probably be drywalled, maybe the cabinets will be in, and we'll be in our, what we'll call the finishing part of the home where we're installing the doors, interior doors, finishings, plumbing fixtures, and that kind of a thing. So we'll see you soon.